hair today. Your
I know.
It's disappearing.
It's weird.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Sorry we're late. We had some...
it's been a day.
It has.
It has been a day. Oh, my Atlanta.
Everybody be nice to Meg. She's been having a rough day.
The universe hates me, guys.
It doesn't hate you.
It does. Like,
It
guys,
doesn't hate you.
but guys, we had this awesome show all recorded for you with Bess talking about the Hunger Games, and I guess it was a stupid idea to let me edit it because of how slow my goddamn computer is. Like,
It's okay. They'd rather see our smiling faces live anyway.
Hey, Holly.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Holly. So today we're doing a bit of an impromptu stream because we had planned on this being the content we had planned was really cool. It was a conversation we had with Bess from Millennials Planning, and we talked the Hunger Games and the dystopian nightmare that it was and that we're in now. And so since we weren't able to bring that to you, hi, Gani.
Technical difficulties, of course. If anyone understands, it's you guys. You know how bad my internet and my computer is. You know.
Yes.
It was a stupid idea to let me edit.
You did the edit just fine, to be fair.
I did. Like the video is actually really good, guys. Just it's my shitty internet that wouldn't let me upload it. I'm so depressed.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. So instead we're going to talk about which dystopian nightmare that billionaires are planning to build. Because I feel like there's just so many examples.
So many. And I guess we'll have to introduce them to what we were going to introduce them in that video, which was socialist ASMR.
Yes, I forgot about that.
You guys will not get to enjoy socialist ASMR.
They will. You'll eventually be able to upload it. They can see it. Speaking of Gani, I have an Aaron Mate interview hitting this week. I think it comes out on Wednesday or Thursday. You'd think I would know. I'm the one who uploaded it, but I don't because that was last week and I can't remember. But yeah, I do have an Aaron Mate interview. RJ and I interviewed him and it was fun. And we covered the OPCW scandal, Russiagate, the state of journalism, fun stuff. So yeah, it'll be up no later than Thursday because I know I did either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to go with Thursday.
Look at this. We have a fan from Iceland today.
Hello from
Iceland.
Hi.
Welcome.
Indeed.
Love to have you. I'm sure things are better in Iceland than they are here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we get started on the dystopian nightmare, did you see the images of the Denmark prisons going around this week? The Denmark prisons are nicer than apartments in the United States.
You know, I've heard that.
It's insane.
They're basically rehabilitation centers. They're not prisons, and they're prisons in the United States.
Yeah, prison in the United States is like, gulag.
It's hell on earth.
Yeah, and prison in Denmark is like a $2,000 a month apartment. Like, that's completely different. Anywho, so also before we get started on that, so we'll hit up that later. Did you watch The Bad Batch this weekend?
I've been so I've been so busy. Like I was at the march.
Yes, we can talk about the march as well.
Yeah. So I was editing. I spent so much time editing my interview with my friend Carlene, which you can now hear. You can't see it, but you can hear it over on YouTube and on any podcasting platform. Definitely check out her story because her story will make you angry. particularly the way that she talks about, as a Black woman, navigating the healthcare system, both as a Black woman and as a community health advocate, and also the treatment of her mom as she lay dying from cancer. Like, it will make you so angry, and it will make you want to march even more. So definitely check that out. But so yeah, that's what I was doing on Friday. Saturday I was at the march. Yesterday I was spent all day editing politics of Hunger Games. So I haven't had any time to watch TV.
Okay.
It's been so crazy, guys. KJ7. Like this show is just gonna end up being me talking about all the drama in my life right now.
We can definitely do that, because I'm pretty sure my bosses are trying to fire me, and the stress from that caused my lifetime condition of trigeminal neuralgia to act up. So that's fun. Not to like out trauma you or anything. I wasn't trying to do that, but yeah, life's not great right now.
Quaker gets me. Like, she was on the train for the AOC protest. Because you're Subway. See, you get me.
Wow.
You get me, Quaker socialist. We are simpatico here. We are just having a shitty day.
I didn't know Quaker was in New York.
She's in Boston. But
oh, okay.
She got to meet Savvy on Saturday.
Oh, that's good. So in the comments, did any of you guys go to one of the Medicare for All marches? I couldn't, because I was at my job where my bosses are actively trying to fire me.
Yeah. See, Quaker Social says she sees me. I see you, girl.
She sees you. It's like Avatar. I see you.
Or like Vision and Wanda. I only see you. I only feel you.
Yes. What is your but of course, Jay? You went, or but of course something that we said?
Probably but of course. And he was hot. He was sweating. Yeah, and actually I saw his video.
Call J7 hot? He's married.
No, he has a sweating emoji.
No, I'm just messing with you. Okay, I have to move my fan. Hang on.
He literally has a sweating emoji. Yeah, I saw J7's pictures on Twitter of him being at the march. And Holly was in NYC. That must have been cool, because that must have been fun, because you had, Susan Sarandon and Walker Bragman and a whole bunch of people up there. Katie Halper. You guys had a lot of awesome speakers. It's crazy. Most of our speakers were actually people running for office. I think JB was the only one of our speakers that wasn't someone running for office. And we had very few.
Probably the one person who should be running for office of all of them.
Right.
Lots of manufactured controversy in Los Angeles. What happened? I heard that Steve Cox and Fiorella got their mics cut, but that's all I heard.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it, is that Fiorella and Steve got their mics cut.
Oh, okay.
Some say it was timing, others say it was what they were saying. It's if it was timing, they really should have just said up front, like, hey, we're behind, we have to cut our speeches short, so hey, everybody, just keep that in mind when you're talking. Because then
wasn't timing though.
Yeah,
because I saw it on Twitter, and like the shortest speeches, the shortest time they gave them was 3 minutes. They cut her off at 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So they did it for content for her. Mm-hmm. I think Steve Cox, it was timing though, because that's what I heard. Like, he was given 5 minutes. He was told 5 minutes, and then they told him 3 minutes, and then he went to take 5 minutes, and they just cut him off. That's from what I've seen on Twitter from the clips that I've seen.
Happy birthday, Malik!
Happy belated birthday, Malik!
Yeah, I don't think anybody really got. I don't know if you guys saw my poster on the picture that I posted. I had like Medicare for All is a feminist policy. I had like all these different statistics written all over it, so you can see a picture of it online.
share it. You have a picture.
I mean, I have the poster right here.
Oh, well, then you could do that too.
Yeah, see? And so there's all kinds of different things on there. Like abortion is healthcare. And women are more likely to be caretakers than men. You know, black women are more likely to die from maternal mortality, 3 times more likely. So there's all kinds of different statistics on there.
Awesome.
Yeah. But there's a picture on my Twitter that you guys can check out if you want to see like what all the different statistics are. So
cool.
Yeah, and then JB and I got featured on Common Dreams. That was kind of cool.
Look at y'all. And didn't you say you got a bunch of Twitter followers from it too?
I did. It was crazy. I'm getting close to 4,000 followers, y'all. Woo! I'm like this close to 4,000 followers.
I stopped keeping track. I was somewhere hovering around close to 4,000, but then I was just like, I don't care anymore. I really cared once I hit 1,000. From like 1,000 to 3,000. I was like, oh my gosh, look at all this subscribers, look at all the followers. And then I just like stopped. I don't know what happened. I just stopped paying attention. So now I don't even know how many I have.
Yeah, Tanisha says, I don't believe it was timing. I don't think it was right. It seems to me there was definitely state pressure. Okay. I don't know how much complicity there may have been on the part of any organizers. I mean, there was definitely controversy at a few of the different protests, like even the Tampa March. Like I was in Orlando, but I heard that the Tampa March, anyone who was wearing any communist regalia, anything that said that they were communist, they refused to let them march. Like they would turn them away. And there were people who drove all the way from Fort Myers, which is hours away, y'all. Like I've driven from Tampa to Fort Myers. That's a long drive. So the fact that they turned them away is really messed up.
Is that legal? Because doesn't that fall under the First Amendment situation?
That's a good question. And if that is, then maybe they should.
Because you have a right to protest.
Yeah, maybe they should be filing something against that. But like whoever that organizer is that turned them away, they need to be replaced.
Yes.
100%.
Well, I hear that the woman in Los Angeles was like not good. Mm-hmm. Like everybody hated her. Let's see what else do we have. Robin is here. Hi, Robin.
Hey guys, Margot, Alex, how are you guys?
Oh, Margot, recovering from foot surgery. Hopefully you'll heal quickly.
Next time. You'll be there next time, Margot. There will be more marches. Don't you worry. Go to here it is, m4m4all.org and sign up to be a volunteer. There will be further marches. I promise you. This is not the end. Come on. Do we have Medicare for all yet?
No.
Do we? Then it's not over. There will be more marches. So heal up, get back on your feet, and we'll see you at the next one. Hey, Robin.
Let's see.
Okay, so do we want...
I don't see how you can claim to be on the left and dislike communism/communists. I
think there are a lot of anti-communists on the left.
Yeah.
Just as there are like anti-tankies.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that communism is our end goal, like as leftists, because it's not mine. I have nothing against communists. I just don't want communism. But again, that's because my end game would be anarchy, not communism. So,
yeah.
But I don't have anything against people who are trying to improve the country. I don't.
No, exactly. It's like, why are you going to turn someone away who wants to be your ally? It's like, we are like, hello, we're not Jeff Campbell's.
Freaking J7. Here he goes again. Feeling extra non-Marvel like.
Well, we're going to be talking about billionaires, so I'm sure we can bring some billionaires into the conversation from Marvel. You see Quaker with you, yeah.
Gotta use the other hand. There we go. Quaker feels me. Okay. So anything else about the March for Medicare for All? We got like 10 more minutes before we can jump into the other one, the billionaires.
Yeah, Quaker Social says trash Iron Man. Well, which we've done. Frank Analysis was on our show a few weeks ago and we trashed Iron Man. So if you want to see us, so we can definitely trash Iron Man some more, but look at that video and you'll see us trashing Iron Man.
Yes.
Because we all think he's a villain.
It's the one that has the thumbnail that says hero or villain, and it's got Iron Man and T'Challa. Iron Man and Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
Loki's on the bottom. At the top, it's Black Panther and Iron Man, and at the bottom, it's Loki.
Yes, J7. Meeting Twitter mutuals is praxis. And I actually tweeted that the other day because JB and I met Lee Perennis, who is Cyberstrike online, and he bought us lunch. It was awesome.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, like that dude's cool. That dude's cool. Yeah, it was amazing. Like JB is becoming like a minor Orlando celebrity. It's like there were so many people like walking up, like, oh my god, are you Jay Buffon from Fred Hampton Leftist?
I love it. He's gonna be the famous one from all of us. I love it. No better person.
Yes, Bruce Wayne is a billionaire, and he is a policy problem.
He is a billionaire that dresses up to beat up poor people.
So he is definitely part of that dystopian. We should probably talk about Lex Luthor too, and our counterpoint to Lex Luthor, which is in the real world, which is the guy who just shot himself into outer space in a dick rocket.
Here's the question, though. Is Lex Luthor actually a bad guy? Because, like, yeah, he's evil to Superman, but when he was president, did he do anything to help the people? Because Lex Luthor in the comics becomes president. So did he do anything to help the people? Like, how has he been a billionaire? Because I know at one point in the comics, he literally gives away all his money. So he's not a Batman. He's not a Bruce Wayne type billionaire. He doesn't dress up and go beat small people. He punches up. He goes after Superman. Because the only thing up from a billionaire is Superman.
I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and defend Lex Luthor. Jasmine, no,
you're defending a villain and a billionaire. But again, there is a point in the comics when he gave away all his money, and he gave it to common people.
I am not. I don't want to defend Lex Luthor.
You're like, I'm not comfortable with
that game. I refuse to play that game.
Hey, E. Heller, who else is streaming right now? Who is Alan Grayson? Because someone on Twitter said
is a former congressman from Florida, and he's currently running for Senate against Marco Rubio. And he was actually at the Orlando March.
Okay.
And you can actually see JB not exactly interviewing Alan Grayson because he didn't exactly respond and he just kind of walked away after JB kind of was talking to him. It's kind of skated right out of there. It wasn't a good look. Not my life. He sort of sneaked off into the distance. It was not a good look.
This comment I'm confused by. It says, unfortunately, there are a lot of people who hate MLS on the left. Major League Soccer, multi-league singing. I don't know what MLS stands for, is what I'm saying.
Am I out? Am I back?
Yes, you're back now.
Okay.
You froze for a second.
What is MLS? What are we talking? What is?
I don't know. The comment says, unfortunately, there are a lot of people who hate MLS on the left, and I don't know what MLS is.
Oh, Oh, Marxist-Leninist socialism.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like Major League Soccer.
I know that's what that's actually what I was
Mother-in-laws.
thinking.
I
That's
didn't
actually what
know.
I was thinking first. As the MLS I'm most familiar with is Major League Soccer. But yeah, I kind of assumed Marxist-Leninist socialism. Okay, but come on, this guy, like even all of Twitter is convinced Jeff Bezos is Lex Luthor. Especially after
I don't know about that. I think Lex Luthor is better than Jeff Bezos.
Robotic arms. Look at this.
Yeah.
Come on.
What if this is a psyop? What if they're trying to make us think that he is like Lex Luthor? Because at some point, Lex Luthor and Superman actually become allies, and he's a good guy. So
Jeff Bezos sees nothing wrong with funding 2 shows by how Lex Luthor's arch nemesis is actually the bad guy.
Exactly. But see, what if these are all psyops? Because I'm saying, what I'm saying is I don't want to compare him to Lex Luthor because I don't think Lex Luthor is as bad. This is a case where the villain is the good guy compared to the other guy. Like, yeah. No.
But I want to go back to this one, though. The fact that he is funding 2 shows in which Superman is actually the bad guy. That's actually a good point.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this is a good one.
What?
Elon Musk as Iron Man and just Bezos as Lex Luthor.
The reason why that wouldn't work is because Iron Man is actually an inventor and Elon Musk is not. And before those Musk heads out there get all in their feelings, he has exactly 3 patents that are for like a piece that is attached to something that already existed. He didn't invent shit.
Just no.
Throwing it out there.
Who did that?
Zuckerberg is closer to actually being Tony Stark because at least he created something. He created.
Okay, yeah, that's Facebook. True. Well, technically, he even didn't. He stole it from someone else.
Also, Iron Man. Yeah, I mean that just makes him actually Iron Man. Because like think of Tony Stark, like his barf technology. Turns out Quentin made that, and he stole it, and Stark took credit for it. So that just kind of makes him closer to Iron Man. But he did like. I'm reminded of that scene in The Social Network where he says they're talking to the Winklevoss twins. He's like, if they'd invented Facebook, they would have invented Facebook. So he may have stolen like part of the idea or even the whole idea, but he still executed it. So in that way, it makes him more like Tony Stark because Tony Stark, he invented the Iron Man suit and then like half of everything else is somebody else's idea that he just took credit for. And you're frozen again. Unless you're really morose and you just don't like moving anymore. So, yeah. Elon is the modern day Edison, not in the good way. Correct, E. Heller. Correct. Because Edison pretty much just co-opted all his stuff. He had other people invent stuff, and then he's the one who filed the patent. So that's why we think he did so much. Go with morose. I don't think so because she's not saying anything either. So, oh, you're still trying to get there, Quaker? I am. Yes, I am alone. That's. I was getting to say something else, and then she dropped. So, okay. Well, Sabby has a premiere. Convo Hinkleberry. Oh, look at all these people stealing from our show. Sabby. Status Quo. Also, the Iceland volcano. The Iceland volcano. Okay, so is the Iceland volcano a really cool name for a band? Is it someone talking about the Iceland volcano, like a volcano in Iceland, or is that the name of like some YouTube channel? I am not in the know. What else is going on? Okay, so as soon as she gets back, we shall resume trashing billionaires because it's what we do. Let's see. Any other comments to discuss? He even stole Tesla's name for his car company. Yes. Let's see. A live volcano in Iceland has its own live streams. Really? I did not know that. I didn't know volcanoes had the capacity to live stream. That's interesting. You mean active? Yeah, I get it. I mean, technically active is live, right? It's living. It's breathing, it's spewing out whatever. You guys like my new background? It's pretty much the sky when you look up in LA. Or pretty much anywhere in Southern California. Anywho, so, oh no! Meg lost her power. That's why we lost her. But she will return! It's just like, oh, you know what? We need to do our trailers as if they are the cutscenes or like the end scenes for the MCU. You know how like you watch and there's like the mid-credit and then the post-credit? We have to do like mid-credit and post-credit. So we'll do like do our ending credits and then we'll come back and be like, haha, and then we'll do another post credit. Cause that's how big a dork I am. Meg fought the power and won. Hopefully she won. She's coming back. There she is. She's back. Yay! It rained today. Yes, it did, Jay. And I found that out because it looked kind of meh outside. And I was like, why is the sun not doing the sun thing? And then when I looked outside, all the pavement around my car was darker. And I was like, oh, it rained.
Oh my God, guys. If I had to deal with one more thing today.
It's okay. You'll be okay.
Oh my God.
Everybody give Meg a W. She needs one.
Guys, where are the super chats?
I don't even know. You know what? I didn't check.
Oh my God.
I will check. Because I keep forgetting about doing that. So.
Well, we are also kind of going by the seat of our pants trying to get this.
A little bit.
Starting this live
and guess what? It's not on. It is now. So now we can get super chats.
Help me pay for better internet and better power, please. Oh my God, guys. Although we have our internet guy coming next.
No. The minute you talk about your internet, you get cut off again.
But our internet guy will be here next week.
Okay. Maybe don't say the word internet because every time you do, you get caught. You like freeze. So just don't talk about the internet. Hashtag fiber from Meg. Okay, you're gonna want to clarify that because it sounds like she's constipated. Just saying. Maybe fiber optics because that sounds better.
It's coming. The internet guy will be here next week.
I love Robin's comment. She spent way too long making her profile pic on fire and seeing everyone with them. Kidding. Everyone. Oh, we got a super sticker.
Thank you. We'll put you up.
Oh, it's not a filter. There's a dude on Twitter that is doing it.
No, it's a filter on an app.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a dude on Twitter. Okay.
So anyway. He was using the app to do it for everybody.
Oh, okay.
And then people found
thank
out
you,
what
the virtual Jonathan, for the super sticker, which we cannot see, but we see that you sent us a sticker, and we appreciate it.
Yes.
E. Heller, hashtag Meg neutrality. There you go. I did not do the fire thing because I'm old and I don't do trends.
Yeah. I have 3 different versions of it that Becca did one for me, and then using my Bitmoji, and then Marie Fonseca made 2 for me.
Oh.
So she's awesome. Shout out to Marie.
You Floridians sticking together. Okay,
so I mean, she's from Miami, and we all know that we have to have some good people coming out of Miami.
Shots fired. Okay, so anything else do you want to talk about? Did you know that there's a live volcano in Iceland and it has its own live stream?
I saw that. I saw that part of you talking to E. Heller. Yes. That is actually very cool.
Oh, J7. Awesome. I changed my avatar to a cartoon that followed a trend of some type. Nope, I didn't do it to follow a trend of some type. I just don't like taking pictures. And I had that, and I was like, because people kept saying, because I had a picture of me, but it was an old one.
It's called a Bitmoji.
It was an old picture. Like my Twitter profile picture was an old one from a long time ago. And I had created a Bitmoji specifically for my other podcast, Cinematic Adventures. And I was like, oh, I'll just use that. So I wasn't following a trend. I was just updating my image. So, yeah. If other people were doing it, that was a coincidence.
Thank you, Noli. That's so sweet.
Shiros. We're Shiros now. Do we get a song? I want a song.
I need a Shiro. I'm holding up for a Shiro till the end of the night.
All right, anything else about the Medicare for All March or any news from this past week you want to bring up before we jump into the billionaire bashing?
Well, I mean, since we're going to be talking about billionaires, let's go ahead. Let me bring up the dick rocket.
Yes. I wonder if we're going to get hit for anything, because like I heard Lee Camp talked about the billionaire and like he got hit for like bullying or something.
What?
And I mean, bullying should only be a viable excuse if you're punching down. If you're punching up, then yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Like that makes no sense.
You made Robin have a song stuck in her head.
It's a good song. Bonnie Tyler, you gotta love her.
Aw, Margot. Thank you. Yeah, speaking of testosterone, here's a dick pic. Wait, Meg, did you ask permission before you showed this dick pic?
Yes, this is. I definitely think that Jeff Bezos is overcompensating for something.
Was it the $1 billion or the dick-shaped spaceship? This is awesome.
Oh, this is fun. I did a street duet with Ron Placone. Oh, that's fun.
That is fun.
That is awesome.
He and JB are friends. They do each other's show quite a bit.
Why am I getting all these questions?
I think actually, I'm pretty sure that's who JB is going to have on Rockfin next week.
Well, he's going to be on Ron Placone next week, and then yeah. So I don't think we're talking about that. I don't think we're talking about that announcement yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's next week. So we don't have the finalized for everybody, like what everybody's doing, but JB is definitely going to be on Ron Placone's show.
Yeah, I'm talking to Comrade Misty. I don't know if I'll be able to be on her show next week, but she'll be on my show the following week.
Okay.
We want to talk about free speech.
Jeebs is very correct. Jeff Bezos is solicited.
Yeah, so come on. I mean, you have Jeff Bezos, aka Lex Luthor, making a rocket that is literally shaped like a dildo. It's shaped like, look at it. It even looks like it has a dorsal vein. Oh my god! I mean, seriously, this guy is like the world's ultimate villain.
But not Lex Luthor, because I'm telling you, Lex Luthor is not as bad as Jeff Bezos.
I mean, just look at that thing.
I don't want to. This is unsolicited. No. I don't want to see either his dick-shaped spaceship or his head. Neither.
You know what's funny? Like, this is literally his pocket rocket.
All I heard was you laughing.
It's a pocket rocket.
Oh my gosh.
But come on. I mean, this guy, he's such a villain that he's building a rocket. And Elon Musk, too. They're building rockets. Oh, and who's the other one? The guy from Virgin, which is an ironic name. Richard Branson. They're all building rockets to shoot themselves into space. Oh. This is a billionaire space race.
Yes.
Like,
did you know that they changed NASA changed the definition of astronaut to keep them from being called astronauts? You froze again. Come back, Meg. # come back, Meg.
Say that. Okay, say that again, Jackie.
There you are. Okay. I said, did you know that that NASA changed the definition of astronaut to make it so that they're not astronauts?
Thank you, Margot. That's great.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Stewart made a video about this to promote his upcoming series.
Yeah, it has a new series.
Yeah, he's got a new series. It's coming out. I think in September. Not sure.
Oh, that's awesome. I miss Jon Stewart.
It was really funny. It had the dude from Seinfeld in there, and it was entirely dick rockets. Like, it had Richard Branson, but he was played by a mop. The dude from Seinfeld, the dude from Seinfeld played Bezos. Somebody else played was it Zuckerberg? I think it was Zuckerberg. And then somebody.
Wait, where's Zuckerberg's rocket?
And it's funny because like they were looking at the shape, they were looking at like the design of the rocket, and they were like, no, it's got to be shaped more like my penis. It was really funny.
I mean, that is literally what is it like? I know there are people who have like made dildos in like molds. They'll make a mold of like, their own penis and make a dildo out of it. This is basically that, just in large scale. I hope. I mean, granted, I don't want to even think about whether or not this is what Bezos' dick looks like. But just look at that shit. I mean, come on. There are people starving. His own workers are peeing in bottles, and he's building a dick rocket.
Yeah, it was Jason Alexander. That's who played him. And Tracy Morgan was in it too. It was only like a couple minutes long. Yeah, can we stop talking about billionaires' dicks? It's
okay, how about instead, like, I don't know if we can stream this or not. But Robin's saying that Scott Desnoyers, who lost his son to suicide because he couldn't pay a $20 medical insurance bill. Can we stream that?
If you don't put the sound, maybe. Don't turn on the audio. Just
all right. Let me go to. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Anyone know where it's streaming? Go to YouTube.
Thank you, Nesha or Nisha. I don't know how you pronounce that, so I'll just call you Nisha Nesha. Jay said status coup is live. Yes, you know, Noli, fair use is a thing, but they will still strike our asses because they love to do it. So, and it's usually what I've noticed is 90% of the time they will strike you for sound. Because, like, if you have any, like, perfect example, Compton J was at the LA rally and he live streamed, and there was a song playing while he was live streaming, and we got a strike for that. Or not a strike, but we got a somebody hit us up for that. So, yeah. So, can you turn on captions so we can read it?
Apparently he's done. Now it's Nick Brana.
Everybody's got a story, but
okay, let's not show him because that's just controversy on top of controversy.
Yeah, we can stop that. We don't need to watch Nick Brana.
Yeah. Yes.
They
hit our monetization for the live stream because Compton J walked past an area where a song was playing and they hit that song. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, turn off the sound because it's the sound that can get us.
Yeah. So,
what is the thing that Jay sent us?
Where?
If I click on it,
maybe that was the link.
Huh?
Maybe that was the link. Maybe that was the link. That's what I'm assuming. Because I said, like, where is it streaming?
Oh,
but yes, we missed. But maybe I can rewind it. Go back. Because usually
if it's a live stream, you can rewind it. Yeah.
But I mean, since it's just his voice, I think that wouldn't matter. It's not music.
We can try. You can try, but
Jordan
if it gets hit, I'll have to take it out of the video, though.
Jordan Sheridan, please do not demonetize us. We're fans.
And that drug was a miracle.
Okay.
Drug. Bill is alive today. Sure, great. But at the same time,
okay, hold on. I'm trying to find him.
Okay.
So, Noli, what I do is if they hit us with something that they say, like, someone claimed something from your episode, I just have whoever did the episode go back and cut out that song, and then you can leave the live up and the claim goes away. That's what we did. Fortunately, we haven't gotten any actual strikes. We've just gotten people claiming parts of the video. So if you just cut that out of the video, then you're good. Pretty soon, actually, what we're going to be doing, just to let everybody know, probably next month, the live streams will be live. You can see them live as you watch them, however you watch it. They'll be up for 24 hours. And then after that, we'll take the lives down and we'll post clips. And the live streams will only be live on either Rockfin or our Patreon or our Ko-fi. And the reason we're doing that is not like we're not just greedy to get money, but because we keep getting hit with stuff like this and because watch time is better on shorter videos anyway. So, and people have said like right now we're talking about random things, right? Well, some people might not want to watch me talk about this. So when we do a clip where we just show the things that we're talking about, it's easier to get it out. Like right now, our videos have chapters. Basically, those chapters are going to become clips. So you can still essentially watch it. You just won't be watching the full live stream where we do all the everything.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have not experienced something as Scott has, but millions of people across this country have. And
can you turn your volume up any?
The devaluation of life.
No, it's the loudest I can go.
In this profit-driven health system that was exposed by Scott's story is disgusting. And it's
wait, that's Nick Brana. I thought you rewound it.
So Scott, thank you for coming all this way and telling your story.
Thank you, Nick. Everyone, as Nick had said, my name's Scott Denoyer. I'm here to demand Medicare for all. We're not asking for Medicare for some. We're not asking to have the corporate health insurance rate.
Meg, will you put on the subtitles? Because I can't hear anything he's saying.
We're here to say that human life is a right. Everybody has got the right to live. My son Danny was 29 years old.
He had the problems. He come to live with me. After a couple of weeks, around the middle of March,
They are on, I don't know.
he goes, Pops, I want to get my medicine refilled today. I found out that my insurance has been canceled. The insurance he was on was Fidelis Care, part of the ACA's Managed Medicaid program. I told Danny, no worries, son. How much is it? He tells me it's $250. It was a big deal. We didn't have $250. I told him, Danny, not a big deal. You've got an appointment with your therapist in a couple of weeks. I'm sure she can help you out. In the meantime, you should call Fidelis and find out what's going on. When he called Fidelis, he found out he missed a $20 payment to his Medicaid program. The medication was risperidol. It had a known suicidal risk from withdrawals. 3 weeks later, on April 9th, I saw his suicide note on Facebook. He tells us, I can't get above this pain, and I've decided death bombing. I super glued my seatbelt shut. Checked it twice. I don't have the strength to open it. I'm sorry for hurting those who care.
Those were his children. I'm so fucking sorry. And he drove his truck into the Mohawk River. This ain't right. My son was on Medicaid. Medicaid, a program for the poorest and sickest among us. Centene is the one who owns Fidelis Care. They made $60.1 billion and had a 24% growth in 2018 after adding managed Medicaid. Fast forward to the year of pandemic, $111.8 billion, almost doubled their revenue during a pandemic. The faster we die, the more profits they make. This is disgusting. Every other country in the world guarantees health care as a human right. Here in America, we guarantee contracts that deny us health care. If you don't pay for that contract, they're now threatening us with a federal penalty. You either pay to get denied health care or you'll get penalized by our government. Our Vice President, Kamala Harris, shared Danny's story. I was thrilled. I was overjoyed. I thought she was really going to fight for us. 3 weeks later, she introduced her plan for corporations like Centene to sell us Medicare. She used Danny's story as a commercial for the ones who murdered him. Every time you hear a politician, they say they want to guarantee you access to health care. That's what they're selling you. A contract that will deny you care when you need it the most. This ain't right. We're going to continue march. We're going to hit every single politician's office, and I will continue to fulfill my promise to my son. I will make our lawmakers look me in the eye, and they will see the consequences of their decision. 62 people will die today because a medical treatment that is available was not affordable. That's 262 Dannys. That's 262 children, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, uncles. This is wrong. Why? Why do we have to be victimized by our country so that a few billionaires can get richer? My son's life was worth more. Shalyn Villela, her life was worth more than $2,000. Alan, he died because he didn't have $250 for his insulin. His life was worth more than that. I could tell you about Abby, who was denied insulin. I could tell you about so many people who are dead and gone from us, and every single one of them was somebody's child. All 202 people is somebody's child every day here in America. We're going to continue to fight until we win, because no one fights alone, and that's the way we win this.
By the way, right now there's about 260 to 270 people dying a day for coronavirus. So the numbers are very close to how many people are dying from lack of health insurance and how many people are dying right now because of deaths by COVID.
Kind of going off of that, I also want to share this. Let me bring it up in just a second. Because he mentioned a lot of people who died because of, not having insulin, not being able to meet their health insurance. And here's another good example too from, you may know Kate Willis. She's a comedian. She's also the co-host of the Reply Guys podcast. And she wrote this amazing piece for Elle about her boyfriend, who I believe was one of Chapo Trap House guys. So her boyfriend died because he could no longer afford his antidepressants. And so many different ways that I mean, he died because he committed suicide because he couldn't get his antidepressants. So there's so much death, and it's so preventable if people can just afford to go to the fucking doctor. And this is why we march, guys. Because we can't have people dying because of a $25 mispayment to your insurance. Like, that's insanity. Like, I told my story on our live stream. JB and I did our live stream. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know how that happened. But I told my story on our live stream. And so definitely go check that out. It was like right at the end. And I experienced, like, I have a pre-existing condition. I was lucky enough to be born in Canada, and my health insurance at that time was all covered because, I was born in Canada, because I was born without a thyroid gland. And that's actually the doctor that I was seeing today was checking my levels and everything. And like, there's no way that if I had been born in the United States, there's no way that my parents could have afforded my treatment, afforded to take me to the doctor once every 3 weeks, especially considering our doctor was 2 hours away. My specialist was 2 hours away. My specialist now is 2 hours away. Like, I don't think my mom could have done that every 3 weeks if she didn't have a year of or spent all the time that she did, like, stimulating me mentally, because otherwise I would have been mentally incapacitated. Because, so there's just, it's ridiculous, the healthcare system in this country. And I experienced being unemployed for the first time after I graduated from grad school, and I was rationing my medicine because I didn't want to have to pay for it, and my levels got all out of whack. And if my levels get so far out of whack, I can go into a coma because I don't have a thyroid gland. Like, it's crazy. Because, like, you don't realize how much that little thyroid gland, how much it does to regulate your hormones in your body. It's nuts. So I couldn't afford to go to get medicine. I couldn't, like, it cost me $200 to do lab work in order to get my blood work done. It cost me, like, so much money to go to go see my specialist. So I couldn't afford any of it if it hadn't been for my family supporting me. And like I caught COVID back in February, and I had to go to the ER, and I'm lucky that my family was able, that not only did the hospital, because I was unemployed, like give me a very big discount, but that my family was able to cover the rest of it. Like I am so
you had COVID.
I did.
Wow. How long did it like? Did you have the bad symptoms, or did you have
I had very severe bronchitis that it took weeks for it to go away. But like I thought it was just bronchitis, but then I had some of those other symptoms, like losing my taste, losing my sense of smell, which I had never experienced before. So I was like, okay, so this is probably COVID.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a very big emergency room bill. Because like not only did I have that, but I was also, because my levels for my thyroid were so off, like it was messing with my menstrual cycles, and I was bleeding heavily, and it was a crazy few months that all that was happening.
Damn.
So, but now I'm finally back to normal. Like that was back in like December that all started. Back in December that like a lot of that craziness was going on. It's almost August, and I'm finally back to normal.
Well, I mean, at least you were able to recover, and you are back to normal.
Yeah.
So at least there's that.
Yeah, there are so many that are not
That's
as lucky.
another good thing. So you're getting back to normal. Your computer might hate you, but at least you're physically safe.
At least I have my health.
At least you have your health. And then, oh man, I really wish that we could play that we could actually play like plugs, because then I would insert right here the Princess Bride, like, if you don't have your health. If you guys have not seen the Princess Bride, you have to unfriend me. You can't follow me on Twitter anymore. You're not allowed to talk to me. So
yeah. What's crazy is I actually put that on my posters. We can't end oppression if we don't have the healthcare we need to survive.
That's true.
We need our health.
Rome is doing a commies corner right now. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Sabby was also premiered a show.
What is up with these people? No solidarity. What the shit? Anyway, okay. So it's that time. Let's get to now that we're done talking about billionaire dicks. Let's talk about the billionaires that are dicks. Okay. So I have a couple of options here that we can go with to see which one these fuckers are. I say it could be either this one.
I'm gonna go in and be like, dude, we're on Nerdolitics right now. What the fuck?
Right? It could be either this one, Total Recall, the Schwarzenegger one. It could be this one. Which is technically the same, but oh wait, it is the same because I just shared the same thing again. Hang on, sorry. So it could be this one. Why is it still the same thing? Why? I just shared the same thing 3 times. Okay, let's try this again. This one. There. Which is technically the same thing because they're both Total Recall, but slightly different versions of the situation. Or it could
Arnold's
be...
is better.
Huh? You said Arnold's is better?
Arnold's is better.
It could be this dystopian hell, The Hunger Games. Or it could be this one. Alita Battle Angel. I feel like I skipped one. There's one more. I totally skipped one. Let's see. Is it this one? I think that's Alita. Nope, there it is. Elysium. I think they're going for Elysium personally. Okay, so there are options. Do you guys know of any other options? Anything I missed? So far, Sin says Arnold's is way better. And Margot says the Hunger Games seems pretty accurate these days. And then there Kiko with the definitely Elysium for sure. Minority Report. But see, Minority Report, I don't know. We'll get into it. I'm not sure that Minority Report is the same thing. James Root, it's more like Handmaid's Tale. I did not think of that one. And then SF Thomas, Snowpiercer. You finally watched it. Good. You finally watched it. And then Kyle, I don't know how I forgot this one. Idiocracy. I feel like that's kind of like present moving into our past. And I'm talking about like the future. Because like Idiocracy was like the last 4 years and like the next 3. Like this current year, the next 3, and like the last 4. That's Idiocracy. So what are we moving towards? Are we moving towards Snowpiercer, as Malik says? Are we moving towards 1984, like Sin says? Who else? Where did J7's comment go? Oh, here it is. He just said Book of Eli. And yes, I agree with you, Deep Moody Purple Blues. Idiocracy is a documentary at this point. Oh, Waterworld. You know what? With the climate change being what it is, we could very well be moving to Waterworld. Yeah, Meg is muted. I think she's on the phone with somebody. The article in the AP. Oh, there's another one. Blade Runner. I forgot a lot of them. And then Kiko D, all of the above. So you think we're just gonna have multiple versions of dystopian situations? Wow. Google has Smaug listed as a billionaire. Oh, here's another one. Children of Men. Okay, here we go. Nightwolf said, Total Recall 2012 is you're underneath the earth. Total Recall 1990, you're going to Mars. That's the difference between the 2 movies. Total Recall 2012 is on is Mars as well. Sin says it will dry up before it ever gets Waterworld-ish. I don't know about that, because part of the climate change situation is places like California and Florida may be underwater. So who knows? Malik, The Matrix, no, because I like The Matrix, but I don't want to live in that world. That's a terrible world. The original Mad Max. Maybe. The Postman. I don't know. Wall-E. I didn't see it. RoboCop. Yeah.
Man, there's so many dystopias.
Equilibrium. Jesus, this is getting... Oh, now that you said Equilibrium, you reminded me of... what's the name of it? It's very much like Equilibrium and The Matrix, and I can't remember the name of it. It's the one where it's like, death to so-and-so. What's the name of the movie? Existence. That's the name of the movie. Existence. It's weird. They Live. So SF, I said future, not current. Metropolis. OG Citizen Kane, Charles Foster Kane. I feel like Citizen Kane is more of our past. Running Man. Ugh.
What's 3% on Netflix?
3%? Oh, where did I missed it? Oh, there it is. 3% on Netflix. It is a dystopian situation where I think only 3% of like the general population is allowed to survive. You have to like fight to be part of it. It's weird. Firefly, Serenity, and Shiny.
Well, that's what Kaylee calls Serenity. She calls it Shiny.
Too many dystopian things are happening these days. What is that feedback I'm getting? You're not hearing anything?
Mm-mm.
Weird. Okay.
We are living in a dystopia. Let's be quite frank about that.
Yes. David Cronenberg is great. Existence and Videodrome, They Live is good too. Sorry, didn't catch the future part. Yeah, some of y'all are talking about where we are right now, or the past couple of years. Okay, no. Oh, for a second, you said it's made in Brazil, I think. I thought for a second there somebody was saying Brazil. I was like, don't make me think of that movie. Don't. The Road. No.
Well,
Please don't.
I definitely think that they're right. The Road.
May come back.
Can I go
You
away?
got all fuzzy and cut out for a second. Okay, you're better now.
I didn't watch Lovecraft Country. It's on my list of things to watch.
V for Vendetta.
Mm-hmm. Oh God! Don't even speak of with Soylent Green.
So many people. Alien, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Curious what we thought of Lovecraft Country. I saw Lovecraft Country. Fun fact, I did an episode for it on my other podcast, Cinematic Adventures. Never released it. I should. Because the reason why I didn't release it is because it was episodes 1 and 2. We were going to do 2 episodes per show with my little sis, Candid Ace. So we were going to do, we did 1 to 2. We were going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, There's 10 episodes, right? And we never recorded the rest of them. So I'm sitting on it, waiting for us to record the rest of the episodes. So let it release it, let it be free. Well, I mean, it's not expensive. It's going to be free, but we haven't finished recording it. So, but yeah, you know what? We could actually put that on Nerdolitics because there's a lot of, even though we recorded it for Cinematic Adventures, there's just a shit ton of politics in there. Just a shit ton. It's basically like we did a 2-hour long episode talking about episodes 1 and 2, which I could break it down to 1 hour for each. But there's just it's politics and the show. It's like Lovecraft Country is perfect for Nerdolitics because the show itself is politics meeting the media. So it's
that's a good one. The 100. That's a good dystopian future show. The 100.
Not High Rise though. I didn't like High Rise. I'm getting feedback. I'm getting an echo. Is anybody else hearing that? Or is it just me? Ultraviolet.
Do I need to mute?
Ultraviolet is, I don't know. I don't know that Ultraviolet is something. Ooh, Southland Tales. That's California right now. Get Out is, Ghost in the Shell. I accidentally hit Ghost in the Shell. I was trying to hit Get Out, but then 4 people commented and they just went right by me. Ghost in the Shell. I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. Get Out is not the future. Remember, we're talking about a dystopian future. Get Out is just how Black people see every day. That's just how we interact with white people. That's just like now. So we're talking like dystopian, not like just reality.
Yeah, I really don't have any interest in Ghost in the Shell. I don't need to watch Scarlett Johansson play a Japanese person.
That's why I didn't watch it. The 100 is nice, but the last season sucked, especially the ending. Speaking of,
when that happens,
sucking. Did y'all know Dexter's coming back?
I have heard that.
That had the worst ending probably in streaming history, like for a TV show. And it's coming back. I saw it on Twitter and I commented on the Showtime page. Are you gonna like make it suck less this time? Or are you going for another record-breaking shitty ending? So dystopia is enough to be a genre at this point, right? Dystopian is a genre.
Yeah.
Where
And E. Heller said that not the movie, the anime. So yeah,
Okay.
either. But if the anime is better, then I would agree with that. I heard that the anime is better.
I heard the anime was really good. I just haven't checked it out. Dark City. Dark City was. I didn't like Dark City. The original Ghost in the Shell was one of my all-time favorite movies. Interesting. Get Out was predictable as fuck. Okay.
Still not
Escape
a
from LA. No. Some of these I'm saying no to just because, like, some of them I'm saying no to because I didn't like the movies, but some of them I'm saying no to because I don't want to live in that reality. Okay.
Would Avatar count as?
No.
Or
As dystopian?
I would kind of consider it that way, considering we're doing imperialism on other countries. Or not other countries.
That's not. That wouldn't be considered our past, though. I mean, our future. Like, that's our present. We're talking the future.
Well, I mean, but it's imperialism on other planets.
Avatar?
Well, Avatar, yeah. You know, James Cameron, Avatar?
I was thinking Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No.
I wasn't thinking the James Cameron. Okay, so different Avatar. That's why I was like, other planets. Yeah. It was all one planet. It was just a made up. No, okay, we're thinking two different avatars. No, yeah, I was thinking Avatar: The Last Airbender, but because when you say imperialism, I was thinking the Fire Nation. Okay, makes sense now. And J7 said The Lobster.
Yeah. He also said that it's James Cameron's Fern Gully. Oh, he's right.
He's right. He's right. Like, when I watched Avatar, I was like, this is Fern Gully. This is a live action Fern Gully. Because that's exactly what it was. The only difference was, like, instead of there being a smoke monster, it was the US. Like, it was just us.
It was humans.
Mm-hmm.
Humans suck.
The island and Gattaca are both futuristic, and yet both you have to be uber rich to use the tech/med. So, in other words, that's our today. Okay.
You know what's funny is that we could actually talk about the island because it goes very well with our conversation about healthcare. Because the whole idea of the island is you have all these rich people who are creating clones of themselves. That way, those clones can be used to replace body parts once they fully matured. Like Ewan McGregor's character, he has like a bad liver, so he's going to use his clone to replace his liver. Mm-hmm. And Scarlett Johansson's character, I can't remember exactly what body part they're going to take from her, because her actual self was an actress who was in like some horrible accident. So that I can't remember what they were going to. It's crazy to have these rich people who can just create a clone of themselves in order to harvest body parts that are literally a direct match to theirs. And that's like some Jeff Bezos level shit right there.
Okay, so I have an idea. We will look up the name. We'll look up all these movies. We will read the synopsis for them, and then we will give reasons as to why. Like, we'll pick. Well, we'll get a top 10 going.
Mm-hmm. But The Island is a good choice. I liked The Island. Oh, okay, it was good. I actually liked that movie.
Okay, so we'll come up with like a top 10 of dystopian. Remember, it's got to be futures. So, okay, so in the comments, you guys choose which version of Total Recall should we use? The 1990 version with Arnold Schwarzenegger, or the remake with Colin Farrell? My vote is Colin Farrell remake. What do you guys say? We'll do an actual vote.
I'm gonna vote for Arnold.
Okay, so we're 1 and 1. One is for Arnold, one is for Colin. So, to the comments. Oh, you guys are disappointed.
James, Margot, John, Theodore.
No.
Night Wolf.
Nope, I don't like it. Ooh, Altered Carbon is another one. Yeah.
Okay. John, you already voted.
Yeah, you can't vote more than once. Just once.
Already voted. Oh wait, did I get E. Heller? E. Heller never saw the remake. Go with Arnold. Okay, that's 6.
Oh, you guys suck.
Anyone else?
Now I see why authoritarians are like, screw votes. Nobody else wants it? Come on.
Okay, so we got Deep Moody's. We got 7. 7 votes. Anyone else? Last call.
Okay, who wants to see Colin Farrell? At this point, I'm just gonna go by it. Who wants to see us talk about the Colin Farrell version? Come on. Somebody. Come on.
John, the remake needs more mutants. No, we're not talking about Altered Carbon. Vote. You already voted. Never mind.
All right, I guess we'll do the Arnold.
Okay, so 7. 7 votes.
All right, Arnold it
Yeah,
is.
we already voted.
All right.
Tomas.
Okay, so we have.
Tomas.
So far, we've got. You know what? I'm going to leave out the Hunger Games just because we have an episode on the Hunger Games, even though we can't release it yet, but we will. So right now we have The Island, Elysium, Alita Battle Angel, Total Recall, Altered Carbon, Snowpiercer. What other ones? Like you guys listed a bunch of them. I'm gonna need y'all to vote. What do you think should be in the top 10?
I don't think Avatar is making the list.
Well, Avatar is just Fern Gully.
It is.
Again, I think that's just now.
It's futuristic Fern Gully.
What?
It's futuristic Fern Gully. Give the people the air.
Okay. So everybody vote for the one you want to see.
You got Children of Men, Wall-E, Mad Max.
Scanner Darkly. Okay, so Metropolis, Logan's Run. Okay, everybody stop giving new ideas. We need to start voting on the ones that are already out there, okay? So
Scanner Darkly is definitely today.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scanner Darkly's out.
Yeah, it's got to be futuristic. Okay, so give me some so somebody said Wall-E. Anybody? No way. Battlefield Earth is terrible.
Wall-E.
Escape from LA or Wall-E because you haven't seen it. Who are you talking to? Me? Because I haven't seen Wall-E?
I've seen Wall-E.
I haven't seen Wall-E.
How have you not seen Wall-E?
Because I'm not a little kid.
So? Pixar movies are not just for kids.
Okay. Okay, we've got to vote for The Island. So far, we have 1 vote for The Island, 1 vote for Wall-E. So let's do that. So the first tournament of champions will be Wall-E or The Island. So far, we have 2 votes for Wall-E. Anybody else for The Island? The Island? I didn't say grown-ups aren't allowed to watch kid movies. I just said because I am a grown-up. Hence, I don't watch good movies. Any more votes?
Okay, so we got Wall-E.
James, that's my quote of the day. Thanks. Okay, we just evened it. So now Wall-E and yay! Revolutionary jargon. Love you guys. Wall-E is the best. Also, we can be bought. So if you send us a super chat, we'll just add that. So now Wall-E is in there.
Okay, so we cannot watch Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, we're not doing the Scientology movie. Like, come on.
All right, so we got Wall-E, Island, Wall-E.
Okay.
I mean, you really should watch both. What are you vomiting for?
Anybody else want to bribe us? Equilibrium, please. Can we add that to the list? Okay. Anybody? He's vomiting for Scientology.
Okay, so basically, we are doing a dystopian future, just marathon of content. Are we making this a series? Is this what we're saying? That we're going to make this a series?
We can.
I think that sounds a good idea.
It looks like we're going to start out like just generalizing. Like this episode will start on the ones that we're going to talk about. Next week, we can put out our actual Hunger Games content.
Start with the Hunger Games. Yes.
That's a great idea. Look at that, Meg, with the ideas. Look at that.
Yes.
What's the last kid movie Jackie watched? That's a good question. Jackie will have to get back to you on that. Oh, you know what? I started Luca and then I stopped because I didn't want to watch it anymore.
Soul was actually really good. I would recommend Soul if you haven't watched it yet.
What?
Soul was really good if you haven't watched it yet.
Nope. Oh, you know what the last kids movie I watched was? It was
I need to watch. Oh yeah, I need to watch Raya too.
I watched Raya. I take that back. It was Raya. I did watch Raya because somebody in here told me to watch Raya. So,
thank you, Nasa.
Thank you for the $1.99, but you didn't give us a suggestion. But thank you. Is the Bad Batch not for kids? No, because the Bad Batch is Star Wars, and Star Wars is for everyone. You elitist. I like so.
No, we're not doing Repo the Genetic Opera.
Children of Men, just because I feel like nobody else has seen it, but it's a real dystopian future. You are like the 9th person to mention Children of Men, so I don't think that's the case. Everybody's seen it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so we'll have to put that one on the list. Like, I personally haven't seen it, but I will definitely watch it. I still need to watch Snowpiercer too. Oh, In Time. Okay. That's an interesting choice.
In Time. I didn't like it. But so this is what happens. I go to highlight something and then 2 people comment and I highlight something completely different. Like I'll highlight like a picture of somebody picking their nose or some shit and I'm like, there was something I wanted to. Anywho. Let's just look at this. Meg is going to create the first Hunger Games simulation for the left. You're going to be chosen by Neera.
That is definitely a mutt that I would not want to mess with.
Oh God!
We don't need Neera Tandon up in here. No.
Oh
no.
Oh wow. No, other people did mention it before you. You were like the 3rd or 4th person to mention it, and then you mentioned it a bunch of times.
Do y'all like any bad movies? Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That was Nightwolf. Like, I mean, the film is so subjective. I'm sure that, like, we were just talking about the Tomorrow War, which another kind of dystopian future type of film, but also about today, so we can't really count it. But I liked it. Jackie didn't.
Couldn't stand it. Yeah, we actually did. We did a live stream about that, and I'm going to clip that and post the different clips. And yeah, it's basically, see, what I like to do is I like to let other people say pretty much everything they have to say, and then I just tear it all down. And that's what I did. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen Big Hero 6. And Anthony wants us to do World of Tomorrow. Why are you saying World of Tomorrow is only like 17 minutes? It's like 2 hours. Are you talking about the Disney movie World of Tomorrow? Unless we're thinking of something completely different. Because that one's like 2 hours. Yes, someone did suggest the Matrix movies.
Well, speaking of Disney, I just finished watching their behind the attractions.
For Loki?
I haven't watched that yet. I haven't watched that yet. But I have watched the assembled for I've watched the WandaVision one already, and I'm watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then obviously I'll watch Loki. But Tomorrowland is more about today, though. I mean, the show's the future. Tomorrowland is kind of a little bit more like Meet the Robinsons in that way, because it's about today, but it's looking into the future.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I would agree with that one.
Dude,
but
every
I just
infant and toddler was obsessed with Moana. Those songs are gold to get children to just chill the hell out.
Shining.
Yes.
Shining.
It's my Jackie.
Hi.
Hi, Independent.
Hey, Indy. But no, I did. I watched the behind the attractions. It's kind of like the Imagineering story a little bit, but it wasn't like the Imagineering, which I loved that series too. But this one was looking specifically at different attractions. Like they did the Jungle Cruise, the Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, Star Tours, and what was the other one? Why is it?
Tower of Terror?
Tower of Terror, yes. So they looked at each of those 5, and they're going to do more. But I really enjoy it. I like that kind of thing. Like I loved the Imagineering story, and I loved the behind the attractions. I mean, they were kind of overlapped a little bit. They had similar content, but the differences were enough. Oh, Westworld and Waterworld. Waterworld is also a dystopian future.
Yeah, somebody mentioned it while you were cut out earlier. Yeah, someone suggested The Road, and nobody wants to live in that. The Grapes of Wrath. Someone mentioned Gunslinger Girl, which is anime. Westworld. We can cover Westworld.
And Waterworld, as I just said.
It's a terrible movie, though. I mean, yeah, we can do it.
Someone asked if we watch bad movies.
But, like, intentionally? Like, why would we do that?
But, I mean, it's such a good story to talk about climate change, too, because the ice caps are melting.
Yeah.
Ooh, Demolition Man. Of course. Who hasn't watched Mad Max? Who has not seen Mad Max Fury Road? Like, that movie was awesome. You haven't watched Fury Road? Oh, Jackie. You need to watch it.
Sorry. I've seen the original too. And that's where this is where I leave you.
He's calling you the Killjoy.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to write these down because there's just a bunch of them. Okay. So we've got WALL-E. We've got Snowpiercer. We've got Altered Carbon. We've got
Elysium.
Total Recall. You suck asses want to do the 1990 version. We've got Alita Battle Angel. We've got Elysium.
I guess we can do Mad Max.
Mad Max, but there are multiples. Which one? I'd say the original. We've got The Island. The Island. What other ones are there? I'm just gonna scroll back through the comments.
WALL-E on the list?
Yeah. The Day After Tomorrow.
I wouldn't call that that's more about today. That's not a dystopian future.
Well, I mean, like everything freezes over.
I don't know. I still feel like it's about today.
What else has been? So, Children of Men.
Oh, I'm not watching Vanilla Sky. That movie's horrible.
I don't like.
Yeah, with Jay. That's a disaster movie. That's not a dystopian.
Okay. So not The Day After Tomorrow?
No, that one's a disaster movie. Well, it's like Greenland. Like, which we could easily compare The Day After Tomorrow and Greenland. Because they're very similar. In 2012.
In Time, even though I don't like it, it works politically. Have you seen In Time?
I haven't, but it's been on my list for a while.
Okay. And then I guess we have to talk about Blade Runner as well.
Do we though?
Let's see.
Did anybody see Greenland? I thought it was pretty. I thought it was enjoyable. The new one with Gerard Butler.
Which one? What?
It's called Greenland. It's on HBO Max. It's got Gerard Butler in it. Oh yeah, Children of Men. I forgot Children of Men.
I've got that on there already.
But we're going to talk about, if we do an episode on disaster movies, I think Greenland, comparing Greenland 2012 and The Day After Tomorrow would be a really fun time.
Going back through the list of movies that people said, I put that on there already. Everybody's choosing.
I agree, Jay.
Wrong vote. It didn't go back further, so I'm missing. I can't see the past comments beyond a certain point. So
I know there are ones. I know there are ones that we will not talk about, like Soylent Green. We're not talking about Soylent Green. Avatar is not on the list.
Yes. 12 Monkeys. Yeah, to me, that's just now.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that we don't have is time travel. Yeah, it's time travel, but like the actual climate is just now. Scanner Darkly is also just now. We're talking about future, like where we're headed in the future. Really, E. Heller, Clockwork Orange. They Live is also just now. Beyond the Thunderdome. Beyond the Thunderdome would be a Mad Max movie. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So let's vote on the Mad Max movie.
This is okay. You want to vote? On you want to vote on a Mad Max movie? So for the Mad Max movies, there are what? 4 of those fuckers?
I think so. Because there's Mad Max, Thunderdome.
Yeah, okay. There's Mad Max. There's Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. Mad Max Fury Road. And the Wasteland. And Beyond Thunderdome. So apparently the Wasteland is coming out in a couple years.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's probably going to be the Furiosa prequel.
Okay. So what's out already is you have Mad Max the original, Mad Max Beyond, or Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Mad Max Fury Road.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to vote for Fury Road.
I am going to vote for... I'm not going to say, because I think you fuckers are just being anti-Jackie. Cancel all of you. I'm not going to say which one I'm voting for. But there's one that I have in mind.
I don't think we're going to be able to get Tina Turner. But
if I get Tina Turner, I'm packing it up. I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, if we get Tina Turner, you're going to have to come in with those super chats, guys. Road Warrior, Thunderdome versus Fury Road. Although we're trying to get Cornel West thrown, or are we talking about The Matrix?
Yes. So what? We have 2 votes for 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is the original. It's just Mad Max. 2 is Mad Max: The Road Warrior. 3 is Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. And 4 is Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah. So we have
1, 2, 3, or 4.
We have 1 for Road Warrior.
Okay.
2 for Road Warrior.
Okay, people vote for other than Road Warrior. I don't want Road Warrior. I'll tell you.
Night Wolf does not count Beyond Thunderdome as a Mad Max movie. Okay. 4. So got okay. Which the only one that I've seen. Okay, there's another one for Fury Road. I've only seen Fury Road, but I will watch whatever.
I want Beyond the Thunderdome. That's the Tina Turner one. I want to be on the Thunderdome.
How about Fury Road? Haven't seen or can't remember.
Okay, I need 3 people to say you.
Fury Road.
I need 4 people to say Thunderdome. I've got 1 for Thunderdome. Do I hear another for Thunderdome? Let's do Thunderdome. We got 1 official for Thunderdome. We've got Tina Turner. I'm for that, but you got to say Thunderdome. So I need more people to comment Thunderdome.
We have like 4. Yeah, we have like 4 votes for Fury Road.
We have 4 votes for Fury Road, 1 for Thunderdome.
That's a good point. He is. Mel Gibson is problematic. I'll grant you that.
As you wish. That's all I'll say about that. Dude, I could do an entire live stream just quoting that movie without even having the movie on. I could just sit here and be like, Dick, you know so much. He's only slightly dead.
What's so fucking bad, J7?
Be right back. Buying Russian bots to rig deals.
No, yet. We do not need Russian bots in this election, please. Not necessary. Yet.
E. Heller's got a point. Put aside what a crap human being Mel is and vote for a movie. Yes, and that movie is Thunderdome.
Fury Road.
Thunderdome.
We must watch Fury Road.
You know what, Kyle? I need you to get some Russian bots to start voting Thunderdome in the chat. That's what I need.
Pay me rubles for votes. As J7 says, pay me rubles for votes.
So, yeah. Event Horizon?
Love Sam Neill. Event
Horizon is more a dystopian. Or not, I'm sorry, not dystopian, but a disaster movie. Yeah.
We shall have episodes devoted to disaster movies.
Really? You went full on fake Russian accent?
I've been doing that for like the last 2 minutes, yo.
No. Okay, so far we don't have a consensus on Mad Max because we need 4 more votes for Fury Road.
For Fury Road, huh?
We need 4 more votes to
Planet of the Apes. We totally did Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. I don't think Planet of the Apes is is it really dystopian?
It's monkeys taking over the Earth. So, okay.
Equilibrium was mentioned. So was 12 Monkeys.
Okay, you have a point that it's not really dystopian because it's just sure it sucks for us, but the monkeys, they get to take the planet back. Also, it would be which Planet of the Apes movie?
I actually like the recent remakes. So not the fuck the Mark Wahlberg ones, but the remakes from the second set. Those are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. We get to vote early and often. 1 more for Thunderdome. That's 2 for Thunderdome. We need 2 more for Thunderdome.
I feel like you have at least 3.
We're on the crux of Eagle Eye being now and future. We're not on the crux of Eagle Eye being now and future. We're on the crux of Eagle Eye being now and past because we've been doing drone bombings and shit. So Eagle Eye is the present, and it's our past because that kind of started under Obama. So yeah.
Even the same with Source Code. Eagle Eye and Source Code are both very right now.
But Source Code because we haven't figured out how to bring somebody back from the dead.
That's true.
So I wouldn't really say Source Code is right now.
Okay, so maybe that's a little bit in the future then. Okay. Not dystopian, but it's definitely futuristic.
Are we almost up to Logan's Run? I'm going to be honest with you. Are you doing socialism SMR right, again, ASMR again?
No, I do Fury Road ASMR.
Oh no. We need 2 more votes for Thunderdome. And then we'll have a tie, and then we'll have to have 1 more vote for I'm a dork. Okay. Are we almost up to Logan's Run? I can't remember Logan's Run. The only thing I really remember about it is that it had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Look at James.
It was a long time ago.
Look at James. Socialism ASMR. Where?
You'll have to wait for the next stream for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. I don't feel like David Axelrod would be as interesting as Caesar Flickerman.
Did you love or hate Gattaca?
I've never seen Gattaca.
I don't remember Gattaca. Again, it's one of those movies where like I remember the people in it, and I vaguely remember it was like sci-fi. I don't really remember the movie. I've seen it. Can't tell you what it was about. I'd have to rewatch it.
James, that is wrong.
Oh, you're right. You're right, E. Heller. I was confusing Running Man with Logan's Run. You're right. I'm sorry. Yes. So, you know what? I'm pretty sure I have seen both of them. But so the way my head works is like if you have the same word, I might think it's the same thing. So like
Avatar.
Yes. Well, no, Avatar, I knew with Avatar, I just assumed you meant The Last Airbender because I wasn't thinking of Fern Gully. Because to me, Avatar is Fern Gully. So, like, when you say Avatar, if you're talking about the James Cameron one, you either have to say James Cameron or you have to say live action Fern Gully. Either way, I'd know what you were talking about. But you just say Avatar, I automatically think The Last Airbender.
Or Blue Pocahontas.
No. Blade is nonfiction. I think it was a Frontline documentary.
Blue Dances with Wolves.
Ender's Game.
Would you consider Ready Player One to be a future dystopia?
Yeah. A really shitty one, but I mean, yeah.
We could put Ready Player One on the list.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to read what we have thus far. WALL-E, Snowpiercer, Altered Carbon, Total Recall, the 1990 version, Alita Battle Angel, Elysium, Mad Max, The Island, Children of Men, In Time, Blade Runner, Ready Player One. We already did the Hunger Games. What else? Any other suggestions? Anyone?
Bueller. Say Bueller in Russian accent.
Should we do the Matrix? I want to hold off on doing the Matrix trilogy until we can get Dr. Cornel West to come back.
Yeah.
Because he was in the second movie. I want to talk to him about it.
Yeah, so we'll get in touch. As soon as we can get in touch with Cornel West to come on, then we'll put that one on the list.
No, we're not doing Johnny Mnemonic, okay? Johnny, or what I used to
Too
call
much Keanu. We have so much Keanu, man. Scanner Darkly. And he does a lot of dystopia. Then again, so does Tom Cruise. Like Edge of Tomorrow.
Vanilla Sky. Like he does, yeah. The second one was okay, but the third is unwatchable. Of what? So we just mentioned a lot of movies.
I'm assuming probably The Matrix.
Oh, you know what? Technically, nah. I am getting a lot of feedback. Why am I getting so much feedback? Technically, what do you call it?
He's talking about The Matrix.
Huh?
He's talking about The Matrix.
Oh, The Matrix. Why do you think the third one is unwatchable? Now I'm
Choose your
curious. Now,
dystopian
you
hero.
totally derailed whatever thought I was on, and now I'm like, wait, what? Okay. Dark City. No, I don't like that movie. I recommend the Zero Books interview regarding the Hunger Games because the guy compares it with the novels. I mean, we already did the Hunger Games, and we did do a little bit of all of us that did it, we did it with Millennials Planning, and all of us had read the books and watched the movies. So we did our own version.
Yeah.
Virtuosity? No.
All right, you had to choose, Jackie. Keanu or Cruz?
Keanu.
Reeves or Cruz?
Keanu.
I agree. Keanu. I love Keanu.
Maze Runner.
I had to. I'm an FBI agent.
Now
I'm
I'm
a gamer.
gonna think of that. I am an FBI agent. God damn it. Almost anything really over this.
Come on.
That's actually kind of. We could do The Fifth Element.
Yes, The Fifth Element. That's a perfect one. And someone recommended that earlier.
Raccoon City. What's it called? Raccoon City. Yeah, with Mila and then the Resident Evil. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh boy.
I feel like more people should have gotten that. We're talking Point Break. I said Raccoon City. Immediately, somebody should have said Resident Evil. Like that should have been.
They did.
Point Break is not a dystopian movie.
It's not. It's just a lot of fun. I love that movie. The new one doesn't exist. Just FYI.
What, the new Resident Evil?
No, the new Point Break. Much like Total Recall, the newer version of Point Break doesn't exist. Only the 90s version exists.
I disagree. Nasai 1. Fifth Element is a dystopia because, okay, you're thinking the sci-fi elements, but then think of his life before he met her. That was a straight up dystopia. He was living in like this little tiny cubby hole, and he was a cab driver, and like the government surveilled you so much that when you got in the cab, in order to start it, they took your picture to make sure it was you. Like that's dystopian.
We don't need to talk about Joss Whedon.
About who? Oh, Joss. We've covered Joss Whedon many times. The Umbrella Corps was real, yes.
And I don't really want to talk about any of the bad Alien movies.
They did reboot Point Break, and it didn't look good. I didn't see it because it looked stupid, and everybody that did see it was like, "You were right, it was stupid," and so I didn't watch it. What? Gen X here, so I'm not fully in touch with the millennial shifts in culture. Gen X here as well.
Mm-hmm. Which shifts are we talking about?
I don't know because I'm Gen X, so I don't ask me. I have no idea.
Yes, Fifth Element
isn't a dystopia. It's a dystopia to watch it. Okay, let's just not. It's a terrible movie. Winter Soldier could have been more dystopian, but Disney. So, I don't really think of Winter Soldier as a dystopian. Plus, if it is dystopian, then it's just our current dystopia. We're talking future, someplace we aren't.
We are definitely living in a dystopia, just so we all know.
Yeah. So we're talking futuristic dystopia.
Yeah. So. And even if we're talking about series, like the 100 is a better option than like The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale, I feel like it's a little too close to now.
Okay. So, what's the one that Savvy always tells us to watch? Is it The Expanse?
Oh yeah, The Expanse.
Yeah, let's start.
Where they're living in like the outer regions of the. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got The Expanse, The 100,
millennial. Not yet. Millennial splaining is a person.
Yeah, the speaker was millennial. So millennial splaining is Bess Gooden. She has a podcast called Millennial Splaining.
Yeah,
and she is going to be our guest. Yeah. That we were going to have that upload today, but that didn't work out, so we just went live, and that's probably going to be next week. Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace. Next, you're going to save the net. What are you doing to me? Like, why?
Yeah, but as long as I don't continue to have bullshit technical difficulties and can get the damn video uploaded.
They live is not the future. It's now. Yeah. What else? Starship Troopers. Giant bugs. No, thank you. But if you could come up with something that doesn't have something straight out of my nightmare, then we can think about it. The Manchurian Candidate isn't a future. That's our past/present. So.
Mm-hmm. Although we could definitely talk about that movie for a different series.
Rather than the 2004 Manchurian Candidate, I actually prefer the original with Frank Sinatra.
Oh, you know what is also a good one? Repo Man.
What?
Repo Man. I don't know.
Repo Man?
Jude Law and Forrest Whitaker.
I guess it's futuristic.
I mean, considering we don't have people with a bunch of body part, like metal hearts and shit like that.
That we know of.
Yeah. True.
I mean, technically, Prometheus and the entire Alien franchise. Mm-hmm. But I say specifically Prometheus because Alien takes place, it doesn't really get into the dystopian future part. It's just space travel. But Prometheus specifically because you find out that a trillionaire is doing all this shit. So it could, to me, Prometheus and Blade Runner are half and half.
Of course, he'll be a trillionaire.
Right. District B13, James, you're after my own mind. I did like District B13. I don't
even know what that is.
It is. Hold on.
Hi. Escape from New York. Oh, Surrogates. That's an interesting
choice. Movie.
Sorry, no, what that is.
It's B13. It's actually French. And in English, we say District B13. The French is Banlieue 13, which, of course, I didn't say 13 in French because I can't remember how to say 13 in French. I can barely remember how to say 3. But yeah, it's a really good movie. And I don't know that it would be dystopian future. But, I mean, I guess, because I feel like it's kind of right now.
I'm counting in my head.
They did a remake with Paul Walker, and I heard it's just crap. So
I guess Tress. 13 is Tress.
Tess?
Tress.
Tress?
There's 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
14, 15.
Surrogates starring Bruce Willis. Yes, that would be dystopian, but it would also be a shitty movie. Why are y'all trying to make us watch shitty movies, man? B13 is a really good movie. I don't know if it would be considered a dystopian future, though. Because, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's closer to now than future. At the time it was done, yeah, it was seen more like a future, but I think it's more like reality. District B13 you can watch on YouTube with ads. Or You get on the DVD. So, you know what we could do? Yeah, we could actually do this. So movies that we do, if I own a copy of it, I can do. I have an account called Cast. We can do Cast watch parties, where we can all watch the movie, and then we can discuss here. So yeah, Osiris Child. Did I see it, or did I see it? I tried to watch it and I couldn't watch it, I think.
Capitalist Prison Planet. You know what you might actually enjoy, because this is something I have. You might actually like this comic. It's called Bitch Planet. It's about women's prisons, a woman's prison in space, where any woman who is non-compliant, meaning that she doesn't fit the patriarchy's very narrow standard of what a woman should be, gets sent to Bitch Planet. So I would highly recommend.
It'd be a planet full of people like me
and me.
Okay,
we would both be a Bitch Planet. We're non-compliant.
I mean, technically, I am Mother Fits the Bill. It's just, it's so much watching to get to so little content. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty long to get to the little bit of what happens in the whole show or movie. Is it a show or a movie? I don't remember. It just felt long. I just remember that. It felt like I was watching it for just days. How much for the VIP tickets? You know what?
All you super chats.
Yeah, super chats. All you'd have to do is send me an email. That's it. You get added to our email list. I'll send out the link in an email, and we can do watch parties. There you go.
Send super chat. Subscribe.
Okay, so when you guys are talking about Metropolis, you're going to have to. Are you talking about the like black and white movie, or are you talking about? Isn't there one with the dude who's playing Batman now?
Oh, that's
no. Wait, that was Cosmopolitan. Was it Cosmopolitan? What was it? Metropolis?
No, it's Cosmopolis.
Cosmopolis. That's what it was. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought that was called Metropolis as well.
Would you consider The Purge to be a dystopian future?
The Purge?
The Purge.
And I would consider The Purge to be like immediate dystopian, like within the next 5 years kind of dystopian, you know?
Although I definitely think we could talk about The Purge.
Yeah. I mean, The Purge is nothing but politics throughout the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, we could definitely do The Purge. Okay. So we are out of time. We just went straight past our time, and I just now realized that. So basically what we've done is we've come up with a bunch of movies to watch, and you guys really let me down because we didn't get enough votes for it to be Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which, I mean, unfortunately, that means you all suck. I don't make the rules. Thank you to everybody for, we already talked about V for Vendetta.
Yeah, go back
and look through our playlist. We talk about it already. Mm-hmm. So we have a bunch of movies, and what we're going to do is follow us on at Fred Hampton Left on Twitter, and you can vote there. You can vote on Twitter. You can vote on Facebook. So go to either of those and we're going to put up a list of all of the different movies that you guys gave us today. You guys can vote on which ones you want to see first. The very first one we're going to do is The Hunger Games. That one's going to come out next week. And then you can vote on yes, because it's already recorded. You can vote on which ones you want to see after that. The ones that are the most popular are going to get the vote. And Thank you guys for all of the super chats. You're all awesome. Thank you guys for your attention, for being here to listen to our crazy ADD riddled asses. Yes, we know we're all over the place, but that's why you love us. And Meg, tell the good people where they can find you.
Obviously, you can find me right here on Nerdolitics on Mondays, from 4 Eastern to 6 Eastern. And you can also find me. I have my other podcast, The Killjoy Guide. I was talking about that earlier. I released a episode on Friday talking about Black women's health, and I have an episode coming up this week with Jackie on representation versus tokenism. So that should be a very good episode. Thanks, Jackie. So you get a double dose of Meg and Jackie this week. And then I have 2 great interviews coming up on Wednesday, so those will be coming up soon. And I should be planning my interview with Comrade Misty coming in a couple weeks. So lots of content to look forward to.
Yay! And pour moi, you can find me right here at FHL. Every Monday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific, we do Nerdolitics. Yay, that's us here right now. Hi. And on Thursday, we're going to go with is when my episode with my interview with Aaron Mate comes out. And it's going to be right here on YouTube. It's also going to be on our podcast on Anchor, which is Fred Hampton Leftist. You can check us out on fredhamptonleftist.com. Be sure to sign up for the email list. I'm going to be getting ready to send out an email blast really soon, hopefully by the end of this week. I'm aiming for August 1st, which is Sunday. So hopefully I'll have that ready for you guys. And next week, we are going to be on Rockfin. So look for us there soon. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, I should mention this one thing. Killjoy Guide is now available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, obviously, and also Amazon Music and Audible.
Okay.
So you can find it on all types of places. So go subscribe. Rate
and if you want to hear me talk about just movies and not like the politics of it, yes, finally the Aaron Mate interview. If you want to hear me talk about just movies, you can go to my other podcast, Cinematic Adventures, which you can go there by cinematicadventures.com or cinematicadventurespodcast.com, or you can just Google Cinematic Adventures Podcast, and that podcast is up anywhere you see podcasts. So, Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye, nerds.